that's the kind of stuff that we believe in and what we've built our businesses on. And seeing you guys hanging out with us, that's why I'm kind of actually really am interested in going with you guys next year. It's and it looks like it's a lot of fun at the same time. You get to eat a lot of good food. You get to see some cool stuff that people are doing. You guys had a pretty good crew with you as well. So
Yeah,
it's exciting.
Yeah, it really connects you to Colorado. And one thing that a takeaway from me, and that's kind of what we're going to do this next 2 hours, is we're going to talk about the trip. We're going to talk about the people we met. We're going to talk about the farms, the ranches, the breweries, the distilleries, the wineries, the mills, all the places that we stopped at. But one thing that strikes me about Colorado is, we have very interesting terrain. It goes, obviously plains to mountainous to ranching communities. And when you go visit some of these farms and these ranches, it's really interesting to see what they can grow, what they can ranch, what animals they can raise. It varies so much from town to town. And in Colorado, that diverse climate, the agriculture is so interesting. The growing seasons, Dave, and Durango. Wow. James Ranch. I can't wait to talk about James Ranch, but that means so much to the community in Durango.
Yeah, you guys, I didn't get to talk to you after you went to James Ranch. That was post-SCA. So I wanted to ask you what you thought.
Incredible. I mean, really a cool place. It's an interesting dynamic there, how it's family owned, but there's a lot of moving parts, and you can tell they have that ranch set up so that one individual doesn't really control the whole mechanism, that it'll keep going if one person falls off within the family or one person wants to come back. And then another interesting thing, and they actually called it a sore point of contention, is that nobody's allowed to live on that land.
Oh, wow. I didn't know that. That's cool. That's interesting.
Isn't that interesting? So, what that does is basically keeps that property, what it is. And they're building off of James Ranch. They're going into building that marketplace up. Being able to really take the stuff that they grow and raise on that land and bring it to market. But it sounds to me like Durango, pretty much takes up all the products that they have on that land.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, it's you can get the beef that they raise at most of the restaurants in town. The vegetables, obviously the animals, and it's I would be surprised. And they're making cheese out there, and of course they have their own market and restaurant too, which is just kind of actually a little restaurant out in the field.
Hey, Dave.
I think you're right. It's all here local. It doesn't really need to go anywhere.
Yeah, listen to this greatness that Brian's about to
Dave,
lay
this
on
is
you.
Brian over at Growers, but one of the things that
Brian?
we tickled out over there was the fact that all of the families actually they have a different operation. So you were talking about the cheese operation. That's run by one of the brothers. And then you have the restaurant operation, you have the meat operation, you have the veggies, and then they're leasing a little bit of land to that one young lady who is doing those incredible flowers there. I don't know if you got to see that at all, but
no.
Yeah, and so then what's even cooler is 3 of the families have been able to secure land around the ranch, around the perimeter. They bought land that's adjacent to it, and so they've actually built their houses adjacent to the ranch, but the original ranch, no one's allowed to build on. So it's a pretty cool operation over there for sure.
It's kind of neat to see, especially in a place like Durango where, it's obviously grown. It's real estate and land has gone way up in value over the past few years. And it's really nice to see a family try to continue their legacy and protect what they've done all these years instead of selling out to development or whatever. When it's so easy in a place like this, they could make a killing if they wanted to just develop that land, but they're keeping it in the family, and they're sticking true to their guns, and it's beautiful. And I think they have a really neat thing going, and I think generation after generation up there is on board, and that's what makes James Ranch so special.
Yeah. Dave, repeat after me. I, Dave Thibodeau.
I, Dave Thibodeau.
Solemnly swear. We're looking at this picture of you with the Modern Eater hat on. Which thanks for the.
I'm wearing it. I'm wearing it right now.
Are you really?
Yeah.
That tickles me. No, man. You know what? Just the notion that you're gonna circle the state with us and take a few days. I mean, coming from a guy that you'll commit yourself to a bike ride from Durango to Denver and then back it, which blows my mind that people are capable of doing something like that. But I think this is right up your alley, Dave. I really do.
Oh, dude, I think it'd be a lot of fun. I might have to haul my own camper around, or hopefully maybe I'll have my own van by then. I don't know, but like I said, I don't know about hanging out in the Mini Winnie with you and Brian and Jay. That could be a little much.
I think we need a tour bus.
Yeah. The Rich and Jay are buying us a big tour bus for next year.
Nice.
Jay's already started saving his. He's going to put all his tips in for the next year and buy us a bus.
Well, that's going to be hard. I mean, that's going to take a while because I don't make much in tips, you know. Not with my personality.
I still didn't actually I didn't make the commitment, on air. So it's up in the air, but I really intend to do it. If you guys will have me, I think I'd love to tag along and document it a bit myself and have a lot of fun. And I think you guys meet some really neat people and you do a lot of cool stuff. It's a cool road trip. I wish. Unfortunately, my daughter's in a play this evening, so I'm going to miss.
You got to jump.
The radio show. But
catch it on Facebook.
I want to hear the roundup, of the whole trip.
Yeah, so just catch the rerun on our Facebook. We're streaming live right now as well. We're actually showing the Scott Brewing Company and the bird's eye view off of that trellis there. And Scott,
cool.
It just impresses me every time. Dave, this is truly personifies a Colorado company success story. And to see what you've done throughout the years, starting in 1995, it's really what it's all about, Dave. And you do such a great job, and you mean so much to not only Durango, but beyond. And we just think the world of you, Dave.
As do I of you.
Thank you, brother. Hey, listen, give us we're always trying to get you on the phone to do a liner, And I think this last time we were able to do this, but so something like, hey, it's Dave Thibodeau, ha 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 ha, laugh it up, and then the Scott Brewing Company, come on down and have a beer. You're listening to the Modern Eater Show on iHeartRadio. Can you do something like that?
Choose your path.
Oops, you already looks like our board op was ready to go with that with Jared. So give us a liner there, Dave.
Thibodeau, I'm president and co-founder of Scott Brewing Company and had the pleasure of the Modern Eater crew in our neck of the woods. And if you're ever in our neck of the woods, please swing by and have a beer and keep listening to the Modern Eater. They're a great bunch of guys and a lot of cool stuff going on in Colorado.
We love you, Dave, man. Get back into what's the play about tonight?
Oh, it's Into the Woods.
Into the Woods.
Nice.
Perfect.
Yeah, all the fairy tales, Jack and the Beanstalk, Little Red Riding Hood, all of that stuff combined into one crazy story.
Far out. Happy Saturday night and keep it going.
Same to you guys.
There he is, Dave Thibodeau, Scott Brewing Company. Dave's, listen, right? Successful businessman, cultivated a company, and Brian, you know, like anybody else, what it takes to really mature a company and the struggles within, but seemingly they're over the top there.
What he's got, what a level-headed guy. I mean, and he runs just a smooth, awesome operation, and he has arrived. I mean, what he said to us the other day when we were down there, he's like, I did what I'm supposed to do. I worked myself out of a job. They don't need me around here.
Yeah. Family, man.
Yeah.
Again, we want to just recap. That's why we're in the iHeart Studios tonight. And live on Facebook, again, you can go to our Facebook page and click on events, and you'll see our summer dinner series getting ready to fire up from Studio Kitchen, Colorado. And Richie, does your mic work yet, buddy?
I'll give it a shot. This isn't the control for it.
Yeah, I'm hearing him. I'm hearing him.
Cool. Well, it works.
Oh, it is. It does. Okay.
It does. Yeah, you sound good, actually. We'll get you a headset.
I'll talk nice.
So we're going to check in and wait until you hear these adventures, you guys. If you have a road trip adventure, 713-TALK, 713-8255, or if you want to comment on our road trip, it's a very rare opportunity. We open up the phone lines, and we're in studio tonight at the iHeart Studios, just kind of taking a breath before this summer dinner series hits, kind of showing, this is the roots. I'm a radio guy. This is where I began, and the brand is turning into more of a media brand that does so much for small businesses and networking, that thought it was such a cool thing to just get back into the studios. 1 year ago, Richie, no kitchen.
I know. It's unbelievable to think we were doing this every week here.
Mm-hmm.
I remember Twan cooking on a little 4x4 table over in the corner, and now it's come a long ways.
713-TALK, 713-8255. Comment on our road trip or your favorite place in Colorado to visit. Are you doing your road trip? Is it coming up? Let us know about it. We'd love to hear about it. All right, we'll take a quick break. Listen to these sponsors' messages, because these are the guys and gals that really make it happen for us. We love them so much. They're vetted Colorado companies. We believe in them so much, and we'd appreciate if you use their products and their services. They're great people. We'll be back in a flash on the Modern Eater Show.
Choose your path through Cyberland.
Don't forget to check us out on Instagram and Facebook for all the fun photos and videos. Just search The Modern Eater or check out the website, themoderneater.com.
With PatriotSoftware.com, accounting and payroll, keep your time and money.
Mike Capel here, serial entrepreneur. I began paying employees in 1988. I would handwrite checks and say, here you go, don't cash it until Tuesday. But a teenage employee said his dad wanted to see his pay stub. Pay stub? We don't have pay stubs. Get back to work. He said,
Dad works for the government, and state law requires that I receive a pay stub.
Crud! Now I'm supposed to be an expert on withholding payroll taxes and create pay stubs? That's why I created Patriot Software, to help employers with 1 to 100 employees do their payroll correctly with pay stubs. Go to PatriotSoftware.com. Use promo code RADIO and get 2 months of payroll free. That's PatriotSoftware.com.
PatriotSoftware.com. Accounting and payroll. Keep your time and money.
Distillery. It's a place to hang. It's about quality. It's about taste. It's about passion. Infused with American spirit. Rocker whiskey, rocker rum, rocker vodka. Get ready for an original look, feel, and experience. Old Town Littleton. And if you get hungry while you're sipping on some drinks, they've got the best food truck line in town. Open Thursdays, Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays. Rockerspirits.com. Rockerspirits.com.
Hi, I'm Andrew Moore, brewmaster at the Intrepid Sojourner Beer Project. At Intrepid Sojourner, beer tells a story inspired by my adventures as a well-traveled archaeologist. My recipes draw inspiration from all over the world, from historical styles like Satis, Greitzers, and Kvass, to adjunct beers inspired by flavors from international cuisines. My beers broaden the horizons of what beer can be. Explore Basil IPA and Turkish Coffee Stout. Enjoy Chai Brown Ale. Taste Lavender Tripel and the distinctive Horchata Milk Stout. Thoughtfully sourced spices and herbs enhance flavors inherent to indigenous beer styles. My sincere hope is that Intrepid Sojourner Beer Project will inspire adventure and wanderlust. Come visit the tap room and share your tales with friends and plan your next sojourn. Located at 925 West 8th Avenue in the heart of the Arts District on Santa Fe. For everything Intrepid, look us up online at sojournerbeers.com, and remember to drink globally, locally.
Hey, it's Greg Holland back for Gluten-Free Things. Are you intolerant or sensitive to gluten? Or maybe you're a gluten-free lifestyler? Is your menu limited because you've eliminated gluten from your diet? Are you missing the taste of foods that traditionally contain gluten? What if I told you that you can add breads, pizzas, muffins, cakes, cookies, waffles, croissants, English muffins, the list goes on, right back to your menu? Gluten-Free Things is a local gluten-free and vegan bakery that reintroduces you to the foods you love. Owner John Irvin believes gluten-free shouldn't taste like the box that it's packaged in. Trust me when I tell you, the products from his bakery in Arvada are fresh, flavorful, and masterly crafted, leaving you with a product that tastes like the real thing. Simply delicious. The bakery is located in Arvada on 64th and Sims across the street from Arvada West High School. Check out their website at glutenfreethings.com. You'll be amazed with the variety of gluten-free products they make. And chefs, don't leave your gluten-free restaurant guests without options. Contact John at info@glutenfreethings.com. That's info@glutenfreethings.com to see what he can do for you. Give him a shot. 11651 West 64th Avenue in Arvada. It's Gluten-Free Things.
Hey, you guys, Jay Parker here for Encore Energy. How much are you paying for your natural gas? Wouldn't you like to save 10 to 20% on your natural gas bill? Of course you would. You're not crazy. Encore Energy and Brian Rizzuto can do just that, save you money. Give Brian a call, 720-245-5771. Maybe you own a restaurant or a brewery and use a ton of natural gas. This is how you save money. Get a free savings review from Brian Rizzuto and Encore Energy. Call Brian at 720-245-5771. Save 10 to 20% on your natural gas bill right now.
Yo, what's up? This is Justin Brunson, Culture Meat and Cheese in Denver Central Market. I'm a meat guy. And you're listening to the Modern Eater Show on iHeartRadio.
Why not? Yes, you are listening to the Modern Eater Show on iHeartRadio. Greg Hollenbeck, Jay Parker, Brian Freeman, Little Rich Schneider, and Gigi Youngblood. She's here along with us here tonight. Cheers to Gigi. We met Gigi a week from today at the Cherry Creek Arts Festival. And that's when Keegan Gerhard was co-hosting with us, and Keegan's dinner was coming up. It's amazing the same timing, because this year Keegan's dinner is going to be the week after Cherry Creek Arts Festival. And then so here comes Gigi. We'll have our 1-year anniversary with Gigi next week down at the Cherry Creek Arts Festival. You heard Justin Brunson's voice right there. My mom is at Old Major right now on a date with Justin and a friend of hers. So Justin sat down for a few.
They're having a good piece of steak, I bet.
Yeah, I think they're probably eating some meat. How could you not if you're at Old Major? So thank you, Justin, for that. And then again, Justin's one of our chefs for the summer dinner series, and he will be he'll be batting last, which is fantastic. So he'll be batting cleanup, and that's August 20th. Those tickets are almost sold out, so hit the Modern Eater Facebook page while you're watching our live video tonight. You can check out Justin Brunson's dinner and buy some tickets if you would. This next dinner that's going to be coming up, we'll check in with these guys at 6:45 in the kitchen segment, and we'll have Jason Nauert, the butcher, and Jeff Jabot, the barbecuer, who's the first of 8. And that's a 4th of July. Here, listen, before we get into our road trip, I got to talk to you about, because we did pivot a little on this first dinner. It was going to be Tuesday night, July 2nd. And I'm thinking to myself, something's missing. Something's wrong, 4th of July is coming up here. It's 2 days away. I know we do it every Tuesday night, the summer dinner series.
Well, and what do you do on 4th of July?
You watch fireworks, man. You have barbecue.
And you barbecue,
and
man.
you drink beer, and you have a little bit of whiskey, and you have some fun, and you have friends and family. And you try and, if you're anything like me, you're constantly searching for some place, where you can put your chair down, your blanket down, you got a good view of the fireworks, you got to pick your display, whether it's Mile High or Coors Field or Glendale.
Really? That's where you go?
Glendale's got a good fireworks display.
They do.
I'll tell you, I've been going to Denver Country Club since I was a little kid.
But I think that's even after, though. The Denver Country Club doesn't really announce theirs. Because
you're not. It's a low-key thing.
Yeah, and then when it goes off, it goes crazy.
Didn't you used to go across the street to the parking lot there when you were a little kid? I did that back in the 80s.
I'd watch it right from the high-rise there on the other side that I live in Cherry Creek. Point being is that it's terrible to try and find something that's good, that's satisfying, people like to go to, that you're comfortable. We've got it all laid out for you. This is week 1, July 4th of the Summer Dinner Series. It's our kickoff bash. And I'll tell you what, you're going to have a perfect line of vision to Mile High Stadium. We're just a stone's throw away. Our parking lot's going to be set up. We're going to have smoker demos, grilling demos, butcher demos. Tommy Knocker Brewing Company is going to be there. Idlewild Spirits is going to be there with their spirits pouring and their cocktails. And it's going to be just a night of celebration, and you're going to get a fireworks show out of it. And for $80, all inclusive, it's a no-brainer. No tip, no tax.
No drama.
It's all in there. No drama. And truly, that's what I look for, creeping up there even when I was a kid, I always felt displaced on the 4th of July. You're in a crowded parking lot somewhere.
I was just going to say one thing that you're not factoring in here, Greg, is we're right on the edge of downtown. So it's going to be easy in, easy out.
And we'll probably get a lot of fireworks displays.
Yeah.
Coors Field, the whole 9 yards.
Well, in that neighborhood, we'll probably see a lot of local fireworks.
Yeah. It's 6:30 on 630 K-Hal. Man, I knew this show. That's why I just wanted us in studio, because I knew the time was going to fly, but we have a lot of ground to cover. We're going to take a quick break. We're going to come back, and we're going to just talk about this road trip, our experiences, the people we met, the communities we were involved in. You're really going to enjoy some of these conversations. And again, you can jump in at 713-TALK, 713-8255. All right, a word from our sponsors. We'll be back in a flash.
Choose your path through Cyberland.
Don't forget to check us out on Instagram and Facebook for all the fun photos and videos. Just search The Modern Eater or check out the website, themoderneater.com.
There's nothing like meeting face to face, and there's nothing like Zoom to make that happen. Zoom lets you connect and do business across town or around the world. Zoom ties together all of your communication needs into one easy platform for video conferencing, phone calls, group chat, webinars, and your conference rooms. Connect easily from anywhere, your mobile phone, your laptop, or conference room. Zoom is how business gets done. Get your free account at Zoom.com today. Meet happy with Zoom.
I'm going to tell you something personal. I take Metamucil, and it's so amazing it makes me want to tell strangers on the radio. Metamucil is made from psyllium fiber, a naturally sourced plant-based fiber that traps and removes the waste that weighs you down. I take it every day, and it helps me feel lighter and ready to take on the world. So if you feel sluggish, it might just be your digestive system not working like it could. So try it for yourself, and then tell everyone you know. Or not. Metamucil. Feel what lighter feels like.
Colleen Ferreira here with the Colorado Chefs Association. You've probably heard the excitement. This year, we are creating a stir in the culinary community. This is your personal invitation to join us on our constant culinary adventure. Let us open up our network to you and help you grow professionally. Whether you are a chef, purveyor, brewer, baker, we are here to build your brand, your business, and connect you with Colorado's culinary community. Join us. I'd love to hear from you. Email me, Colleen at acfcoloradochefs.org.
Hey, chef friends, it's Little Rich here from Raquelitas Tortillas. Raquelitas, known for hyper-local, innovative, and healthy tortillas and chips, served by Colorado's top chefs, and that's why we only use Colorado Mills sunflower oil. If you too want to serve the healthiest, most vibrant-tasting foods, you must use Colorado Mills. Colorado Mills is hyper-local, Colorado-grown, cold-pressed in Lamar, Colorado. Whether you bake, fry, or saute, get your Colorado Mills today. Available through Shamrock, Growers Organic, and Dawn Foods. For the best oil in the business, use Colorado Mills.
Hey, pizza lovers. It's your pizza guy here, Jason McGovern with Crush Pizza and Tap right here in Denver, Colorado. With your help, let's make pizza great again. Come into Crush Pizza and Tap for our award-winning pizza, wings, and local beer. But we're serving up 3 styles of pizza for you to crush. Dig into our Chicago deep dish with sauce on top of the cornmeal crust. And don't forget about our Sicilian, that's right, with cheesy crisp edges and that soft crust. Don't forget about America's Pizza. How could you do that? Crush Pizza and Tap's hand-tossed pizza will take your taste buds back to that neighborhood pizzeria you loved as a kid. You like deals? Come in and mention The Modern Eater and get a buy one, get one free on our hand-tossed pizzas any day of the week. Man, that's good. Lastly, don't forget to crush our award-winning smoked wings. They're Little Rich approved and loved by everyone. Crush Pizza and Tap's conveniently located at 1200 West 38th Avenue, just minutes from downtown. Come and crush pizza with us. We've been making pizza great again since 2012. It's Crush Pizza and Tap.
Want to bake the best? Bake with the best. Little Rich here from Raquelitas Tortillas and The Modern Eater. Our wraps fold cold and don't break open, yet they're soft and delicious. What's my secret? Ardent Mills. Organic, ancient, and heirloom grains like quinoa, spelt, and more. Locally headquartered in Denver, Colorado, Ardent Mills provides the industry's broadest range of traditional and organic flours, whole grains, customized blends, and specialty products dedicated to providing the culinary industry with the next grains and unique plant-based ingredients. I love Ardent Mills, and I know you will too. To bake the best, you must use the best. Learn more at ardentmills.com.
Hey, this is Brother Luck from Colorado Springs. All right, you ready? Owner of 4x Brother Luck and Lucky Dumplings. I mean, he's a very, very impressive man. And you're rocking with the Modern Eater Show on iHeartRadio.
All right, fantastic. Back at it in the iHeart Studios. Things are going smooth now, and I love it. Just getting off. It's the heels of the road trip 2019, TME Road Trip 2019, where we source the best products. We go around Colorado and get you all the goodies. Bring the goodies back. We throw them into the summer dinner series with some top quality chefs every Tuesday night for 8 weeks, except for the first one, 4th of July. Join us for that one. That's going to be a good one. And if you go to the Modern Eater event page and check out that first one, service industry people, we've got a huge discount for you. It's not $80, it's $50. We just wanted to give that back to you guys so people like Jay could go. Jay, did you buy your ticket yet?
I did.
That look on his eyes.
The tickets to the summer dinner series?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, okay, no, I didn't. But it's only because I wanted to, I'm going to be there anyway. And I wanted to keep those tickets available for the hungry folks listening.
That's a good idea. Okay, we got Zach Kreider on the line here. I'm going to bring him up, but I just want to set this up. So our road trip really a loop throughout Colorado. And we started out Saturday morning. It's all blurred. The 25th? Yeah, Saturday morning, the 25th.
No, babe.
No?
It was not the 25th.
What was it?
That was Saturday we came back.
That's when we came back?
That was when we came back.
Oh, man.
Come on, let's go back to like the
I remember I had to pick
19th,
real early.
7th,
What?
16th.
Okay,
it was like 16th.
We took off 2 weeks ago, Saturday, and it was 8 days on the road with these guys, and probably one of the best experiences. This was the second annual. We'll do the third annual next year, of course. It'll get bigger and better, stronger and badder as we do that loop of sourcing. Colorado Springs was our first stop. 2 weeks ago, we were at Beast and Brews and had a great show there. It was really cool to see them. The tap system that A+ Beverage Solutions put in there, 100 self-serve pours. It's
impressive.
Right. It's like the Taj Mahal of beer.
Yeah. Oh, but more because you got spirits on there. You got we drank some ciders off of there. I mean, all the way around.
And coffee.
Home run.
If you wanted coffee and ciders, yeah. So out of there, we went to Corner Post Meats. Corner Post Meats was a really cool place, and Adrian and Dan, and they kind of set the standard, and especially in Colorado Springs, of just growing and land. And what's the setup there? It's like an Audubon? Or?
Yes, 1,500-acre leased Audubon sanctuary. It's a bird sanctuary, and I've got something, that was really interesting because I sat there in the morning. I went for a walk at about 6 a.m., and all I did was record the birds, which was amazing. I don't know if you were able to, well, wait, I know you weren't up at 6 a.m.
I did get up much earlier than the year before, though.
Yes, you did. We were on the road every day by 8:30. So you were good.
Not doing too bad.
No. You were way ahead of the
usually
game.
the pecking order, Rich, of waking up was Brian first, right? Mm-hmm. Brian's always up first, no matter what, and shower. Brian has to find a shower and a restroom, which is fine. That's Brian, but very important to him. Jay's next because he sleeps in the truck, no matter what. Even if there's a bed for him somewhere, he'll still sleep in the truck.
Yeah,
Is he guarding the equipment? Is it just more comfortable, safer?
Safer. He duct tapes his pants on.
And there's less odors of humans. It's just my own. But I've slept in beds when it was available.
Yeah, we did. Remember, there was one night at the Grey Wolf Lodge. We had those really nice beds, and Jay.
Don't jump at you, but you're right. Grey Wolf.
Jay locked down.
So Corner Post, you guys, what's your takeaway from that? Because I really enjoyed seeing how they utilized their land, excuse me, and how they treated the animals. These huge Bengalista pigs, 1,000-pound moms that we were walking through the woods, through the mud, watching them and here.
Well, actually, wait, theirs were a mix because the true Bengalese were at the Bengalese were at the Grey Wolf. They had they had the Duroc and the it was a mix of Duroc and Jay. Come on, get my back there.
Mangalistas.
It was a Duroc Mangalese. Are you sure about that? I don't know. I think it was a mix of something else.
It was a big pig.
Oh, Duroc Berkshire. Duroc Berkshire.
Oh, that you're thinking of the Berkshire Dormalista Mangalista pig.
Above all, it was a big pig.
So I'm looking at video right now. You should be full value on the Modern Eater Facebook page. You can kind of see what we got to experience. But just picture, so we jump into a 4
1,500 acres. I mean, but they had all these different pens.
But we jump into kind of a
Oh yeah, they're called UTVs, is what they're called.
in a UTV.
Yeah.
And we're locked and loaded. Jay had this travel kit, this bag, this field bag, to where we're out in the middle of nowhere. We're connected. We've got great wireless. The setup was fantastic, and Jay was able to get some great videography. And some of the shots that he got, the close-up action, was so cool to be able to see, and I'm watching it right now. You just can't help but learn. All these videos, by the way, are on the Modern Eater Facebook page, and I'd encourage you to go back and just watch and learn.
Well, Jay's a pro. Man, this stuff, if you go look at these videos, you would think you were watching a big network-edited video.
I mean, I appreciate that, but I mean, it's me jumping in and out of a truck, so it's a little wobbly, but they're fun to watch, and you see some cows and some pigs that took a few nibbles on me during the video.
How intimidating was it to be by these 1,000-pound pigs?
Yeah. Well, I think you don't notice it until James.
I mean, truly,
remember, they were right up on us. Yeah.
They can crush you, though.
Yeah.
I mean, if they wanted to shake you around and do whatever they
like a rag doll.
Seriously, easily. And they said they can book, like run.
Oh, yeah.
Fast. Up it, and you're like, how does that thing run? And they can take off like a bullet. These things are so powerful. And then just pigs are so curious.
Yeah.
These pigs wanted to come up. They wanted to put their snout right up in you. And well, they want.
Okay.
But
not all the
Greg's
way.
turning red.
Not all the way.
Hey, there's
Turn
the
into
video there.
Facebook right now.
There's the video.
Greg calling back red cheeks.
A little submissive there.
But truly, it's impressive. And not only that, because this style of farming, this style of ranching is considered unconventional. You talk
crazy.
about
I roll my eyes when we say that. It just kills me.
I was talking to a pig farmer the other day that's the conventional type, right? And hey, can we come take a tour? No, you don't want to see how these pigs are raised.
Yeah,
you just
because it's slop. It's like I just saw this picture the other day with all the flooding. And they don't care. They don't move the animals to higher ground. They let these animals walk around.
These are in warehouses.
Yeah.
These are in warehouses with different levels in the warehouse. Different stories of pigs just crowd. And you go to and you have a new appreciation of like, this is all I want to eat. And when we had the opportunity to taste the meat, delicious. I mean, who knew that, pork is really supposed to be pink? It's supposed to be a reddish hue.
Yeah.
When you eat that,
it's not the white meat. It's not supposed to be the white meat.
No, the other white meat.
That market. Yeah, it's a marketing thing.
And then to be able to eat it medium.
Oh, babe, we were eating medium rare. I mean, and you can eat good pork. I mean, trichinosis. No one's getting that in 50 years. I mean, it's. I would just say, let me ask you a question, Greg. Do you think that you take on? And the animal, the flavor takes on the stress, and then you take on the stress of those animals.
And even when they're brought to slaughter,
yeah,
that stress will really come through in the meat.
And it ruins the flavor, and I think it puts bad stuff in our bodies. I don't know what it is
completely,
but it's just certain. I mean, whether it's you call it hormones or whatever it is that the meat releases,
and what they're fed as well.
Yeah,
It's that full circle, and full appreciation. Go to the Modern Eater Facebook page. Check out Corner Post Meats. You'll fall in love with Adrian and Dan just like we do, and their appreciations when we started the trip with them and we finished it at Field to Fork, and you'll hear more about Scott and Jess. But it was really cool because Adrian and Dan started to get in the groove with our road trip and they said, now these are farmers that we really appreciate, and just to see that connection of like-minded people that support each other in that way. They don't really know each other.
Do you think there's a tie into the land, Greg? Because both of those farms, where we started and where we finished, I don't know if I didn't reflect on this until right now in that statement that you just made, but both of those farms are all about the land because Corner Post is tied in with the Nature Conservancy, Autobahn, and Savory Institute, which is all about outcomes of raising good soil, good land. And then you go to Field to Fork, and Scott is the quintessential soil farmer. You know, this guy is all about how am I making my soil super powerful. And so it's interesting that that's how we started and finished our trips. I mean,
yeah. And so here's another thing. There are places along our way where we kind of looked a little sideways at some of the operations, and best intent in mind. You know, you think of free range and that kind of. So we did stop by, and I'll just leave the name out, but and I hope it gets better. But we went to a chicken farm nearby, and completely unimpressed. Some of the practices, you know, we went sideways, but it showed trying to go in that direction. And consciously knowing where they wanted to go with what they're doing. So I'm anxious to make a return visit to there and see if anything's been learned, if some progress has been made. But definitely when you see like, you know, chickens pecking on top of oil cans and antifreeze bottles and stuff like that.
Well, it's strange because there needs to be a mentor out there for some of these people. And that's what I saw out of that. Well,
there was a lot of obvious going on there.
True. But, you know, at some level, sometimes obvious to you and I.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, remember, we are really ingrained in the food system all the way around. We see stuff that many people don't ever see.
Of course, Zach Kreider's on hold there, but Zach, you don't have
Zach,
anything. You don't have any with Zach. Hang tight. We do need to take a break. We'll get Zach on here. Hopefully, he's good on time. I don't know what Zach's up to tonight, but we're in the iHeart Studios. We're kind of just getting back to our roots, taking a deep breath. It's a big week ahead. Summer dinner series on the way. First dinner, Jason Nauert, the butcher, and Jeff Jabat, the barbecuer. Delicious Tommy Knocker beer. Steve's going to be there with us. Did you know that?
No.
Steve's going to be there on the 4th of July. Idlewild Spirits, a great distillery in Winter Park, Colorado. They're going to come down and join us. Of course, Gigi Youngblood, she's a draw on herself. Everybody loves to see Gigi. And the 4th of July, it's going to be one heck of a party there at Studio Kitchen, Colorado. And we're getting all set up for you. Tickets are available for that first dinner, and if you're a service industry person, only $50, all inclusive. It's a party, and we want you to enjoy some fireworks with us, some family, some friends, some good food, and we hope you can join us for that. Just go to the Modern Eater Facebook page, click on events. You'll see all of our events 8 weeks in a row. Let's take that break. We'll come back with Jason Nauert. We'll come back with Jeff Jabat. We have coming up Zach Kreider from Colorado Mills. And I'm just going to take a second here to talk about Colorado Mills before we go to break. These people are Colorado. These people are so amazing, so hospitable, just completely on their game when it comes to Colorado business, who they work with, the quality of product that they put out there. And for these guys to believe in the Modern Eater Show, support us along the way, not only just putting us up, being accommodating, but throwing us a couple bucks so we could get off on this road trip. Boy, man, that's what it's all about, supporting each other. And so thank you so much to Zach Kreider and Rick Robbins from Colorado Mills. Had to take a minute to do that. And also that trip was brought to you by Jefferson Farms Natural Fibers and Jane Levine. Thank you so much as well. And Growers Organic, our vegetable spirit guide with us as well. That was who provided the Road Trip 2019 for you. Okay, we're going to take a break, come back with In the Kitchen. We have a lot of ground to cover. These are some of the things that I want to talk about that struck me along our road trip, circling around with Brian. Brian took us on some crazy routes, circling around Colorado, making it a little longer than we would, but so much fun along the way. The dash cam in the central location. We'll talk about that. The amount of social media we did. Zach Kreider driving alone, which broke my heart. And then I lost my drone. I'll tell you the story of that.
What?
Much more coming up next right here on the Modern Eater Show on iHeartRadio.
Choose your path through Cyberland.
Don't forget to check us out on Instagram and Facebook for all the fun photos and videos. Just search The Modern Eater or check out the website, themoderneater.com.
Wonderful product. I've lost 111 pounds using that product. 111 pounds. You could not believe the difference. I went from a size 48 pant to a 33 pant,
and I've maintained that now for over almost a year now. Yeah, absolutely. Andro 400 has helped me lose 111 pounds, and I've maintained my weight for almost a year now.
Thanks, James, for that inspiring testimony and 111 good reasons to choose Andro 400. The most effective and natural way to lose belly fat, increase libido, gain energy, strength, and muscle while safely boosting your testosterone levels. So guys, how many reasons do you need for trying Andro 400? Well, here are 2 more great reasons. Order now and get free shipping plus an additional $6 off when you use the code SAVE6. That's SAVE6. Call 888-400-0435, 888-400-0435, or go to andro400.com, andro400.com.
Hey, it's Peter Allman with South River Aquaponics. As a chef and aquaponics farmer, I get the importance of conserving our limited water supply. Did you know Colorado is suffering from the most severe drought since 2012? Water shortages are very real, especially to Colorado farmers. Now here's the good news. Aquaponic farming uses 90% less water than traditional farming, while producing 4.5 times more food per square foot. Using traditional farming techniques, farmers would flood their fields with large quantities of water, leaving much of this water underutilized and just plain wasted. But because aquaponics is a recirculating system, the only water used is what the plants uptake and some very minor evaporation. South River Aquaponics has been running a 55,000-gallon system year-round for 4 years, and we use less than 500 gallons of water per day. Education is very important to us here at South River Aquaponics. I invite you to learn more about aquaponics at southriveraquaponics.com. South River Aquaponics, the future of farming.
Hey Colorado, this is Brian Freeman, owner of Growers Organic and a host on the Modern Eater Talk Show. Growers Organic is a Colorado sourcing company who provides Colorado's greatest chefs with the best organic produce. I've been partnering with local and regional farms for the last 20 years, and our returning customers know they can count on us over and over again. Chefs who receive the highest rating on Good Food 100 choose Growers Organic for their organic produce needs because we're experts at bridging the gap between the farm and the table. Join us in the organic revolution and go organic with Growers Organic. Look us up online at growersorganic.com.
Hey guys, Chris Johnson here, owner of Rome Sausage, your hyper-local source for all things sausage awesomeness. My family is proud to carry on the fine traditions of Rome's founder, Jerry Rome, by producing a variety of amazing sausage in small batches with an eye on quality, not quantity. Every batch is made here in the great state of Colorado by hand mixing spices, utilizing lean cuts of pork to make an outstanding product. Sourcing ingredients and materials locally, we are committed to supporting local vendors, chefs, restaurants, and the entire Colorado food scene. Getting hungry yet? Brats, Italian, breakfast, hot Polish, green chili, chicken apple, and the world's best chorizo. You can source all of our sausage through a variety of food service distributors. If your distributor doesn't carry it, call us. We'll come direct. You want a custom item? We'll do that too. Samples, and of course, sausage jokes, can be had by contacting me directly at chris@romesausage.com or by phone at 303-296-7663. The Modern Eater loves Rome sausage, and I know you will too.
Feed me now! This is the Modern Eater Show.
That's right, boy. I'm starving.
And now it's time for In the Kitchen.
How am I supposed to keep on feeding you? Kill people?
Brought to you by Proud Souls Barbecue and Provisions, award-winning competition cooks and purveyors of specialty barbecue supplies right here in Denver, Colorado. ProudSoulsBBQ.com.
Feed me all night long.
We can do it all night long as we continue down memory lane of our road trip 2019 and all of that sourcing, bringing back the goodies for you for Summer Dinner Series all summer long, starting July 4th, going through August 20th. Check out the lineup events page on the Modern Eater Facebook, where we're live right now. You can check that out. Thanks for joining us tonight. Again, 303-713-8255 if you have a comment. And we'll get that on the board as soon as they come up. But we're just going to continue out of Colorado Springs. We went to, it was funny. So along the trip, Richie, Greg Hollenbeck, Jay Parker, Brian Freeman, Little Rich Schneider, along the way, we would have people messaging us, either on Facebook or Instagram. Hey, you're coming through our area. Hey, will you stop by? Will you stop by? This one guy said, stop by at Pig Latin Cocina. And Brian and Jay, I don't know if they were colluding or both, but we're on a strict schedule.
That's a food truck, correct?
No, it was a restaurant.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
and it was the best restaurant, named best restaurant in Colorado Springs, something like that.
Yeah.
And so worth to say, you know, it was a roll of the dice for sure, but it was out of the way, and we were late already, right? Heading up to Victor, Colorado by Cripple Creek. So I'm against it, and fully.
Well, not exactly.
Yes, I was.
Well, no, there was
Yeah,
there
thank
was
you,
a few.
Jay.
You're welcome. There's a moment in the car where you said, "Okay, well."
No,
let's do
that's
it."
when you give up. You remember when you're like, you remember when you're do you remember when you're a
No,
kid and
right
you're
in
like,
the beginning,
you're like,
babe,
Mom,
yeah.
can I go outside and play? No. Mom, can I go outside and play? It'll just be a few. No. Mom, can I go outside? And I was like, fine, whatever. But it was one of those things where if it sucked.
Oh, they were going to hear it.
Oh, he
And
was
never,
gonna
forever.
relish in it.
They were
Forever.
gonna feel
But it could have gone either way. It could have
gone. And
Quite
here was the only thing I didn't like is the guy was unapologetically like, I use terrible food.
Well, we didn't know that until we got there. But we didn't, in my defense, we did not know until we got there, and then he
All
was
right,
just.
I think we have Jeff Jabot
Price.
and Jason Nauert on here. So let's just see. Who do we have here? Up top?
Jason.
This who?
It's Jason.
Hey, Jason. Good to hear you, the butcher. I'm going to get Jeff on, too, so I'm going to lock you in. And then I bet this is Chef Jeff Jabot.
I'm here too, yep.
Yeah, look at that. Hey, this is week one lineup right here. The butcher and the barbecuer. We're looking forward to it. I want you guys 2 minutes. Just tease everybody. You guys go back and forth. So Jason Nauert, the butcher, Chef Jeff Jabot, and Gigi's in studio with a big smile on her face. She knows what's in store for it. But, guys, your menu is looking good. I'm going to post that tonight when I get home. Really cool things that you have in mind. But, where do you begin? We'll start with Jeff.
I mean, we're doing like some crazy appetizers. Why not? So we've got smoked chicken wings. We've got corn dogs, multiple ways. To start off for the, it's 4th of July. We have a party, right?
Yes, we do.
Yep. So the starters are going to be really, really fun, and I'm excited about those.
Tell us about those corn dogs. What different kinds of corn dogs?
Yeah, we're going to use some sausage. We're going to use some bow and arrow cornmeal. We're going to also have a gluten-free option. John Irvin's going to make up a crazy concoction for gluten-free corn dogs. And beyond that, Jason Nauert, you came up with this idea, the porchetta.
Yeah, so we're going to slam out not a traditional porchetta, but I'm going to skin a couple heads of pigs, and we're going to stuff them with sausage, and we're going to do porchetta di testa. The rolled and tied and smoked for a very long time, and then we'll finish it off up there. And then I'm gonna sling some meat, butcher up a half a hog, show you how I made how to make a traditional porchetta, and then how I made the porchetta di testa. And I'm assuming everybody's gonna be able to take some meat home with them at the end of the night.
That's going to be great. We're going to be rolling smoke. We're going to be doing some grilling demos. We're going to do some butchering demos. Jason, it's great to see you in your element, and I think some military guys are going to come with you as well.
Yep. I'm going to bring some of my military buddies. They're going to come on up and help, and do what they do. Look cool, have fun, drink beer. It's just going to be one of those great 4th of July parties. I think that military element, to be able to have some of those guys to honor them in Studio Kitchen, Colorado, the great Colorado products. It's going to be a celebration, not only of the independence of this great nation, but a Colorado celebration. It's going to be you guys. It's all in the family, man. And if you want an experience on the 4th of July, a clear vision to Mile High Stadium, you're going to be able. I think you'll smell the smoke. We're so close. It's going to be a fun time. We love you, dudes. Thanks for taking the time out tonight. We'll see you on Thursday. Tickets available on the Modern Eater Facebook page. None better than these guys. This is going to be a barbecue extravaganza. We love you guys, and we'll talk to you real soon. We'll be back for the second hour of the Modern Eater Show coming up next.
This is Denver's talk station, 630 KHOW, an iHeart radio station. With Ross Kaminsky mornings, Dan Kaplis afternoons at 4, KHOW, Denver.
This report is sponsored by Credit Karma. Get your truly free credit scores and free credit monitoring from Credit Karma today. Download the Credit Karma app now. Credit Karma. Here's to progress.
The crash on northbound I-25 at Highway 7 has been cleared, but it's going to take a while to get it back up to speed with the backed up traffic. Also on northbound I-25, the northbound on-ramp is closed at Plum Creek Parkway. That's for a safety check. Police are currently on the scene of a shooting at the intersection of East 13th Avenue and Xanthia. That's just west of Yosemite. They're going to be there for quite some time, so avoiding that area might be your best bet. A quick look at your weather forecast tonight, mostly cloudy, a slight chance of a thunderstorm, low of 63. Tomorrow morning sun gives way to afternoon clouds and another chance of a thunderstorm and a high of 92. Currently it's 89 degrees at Coors Field. With your traffic and weather, I'm Jake Ryan, 630 KHOW.
With PatriotSoftware.com, accounting and payroll, keep your time and money.
Mike Capel here, serial entrepreneur. Doing payroll is no longer a headache for our customer, Jeff.
I've used various payroll providers in the past, and none can hold a candle to Patriot Software. Their software is ridiculously easy to use. The support staff is knowledgeable and courteous. I am very excited that Patriot Software files my tax forms for me, not just providing the forms like other payroll companies do. As a business owner, managing payroll has been a long-time headache that I no longer struggle with thanks to Patriot Software. I definitely rate your company 5 out of 5 stars.
Go to PatriotSoftware.com to get your payroll pricing for up to 100 employees. Use promo code RADIO and get 2 months of payroll processing free. That's PatriotSoftware.com.
PatriotSoftware.com, accounting and payroll, keep your time and money.
Here's a Denver Spotlight on Business with Joanne Baginski of EKS&H, now a part of Plant Moran, an accounting, tax, consulting, and wealth management firm about the business of mergers and acquisitions.
Well, I know now, without using any names, could you give us an example of an interesting story that those numbers can tell that you're talking about?
Sure. We were working with a strategic acquirer in the lumber industry. They were acquiring a company. When you looked at the inventory overall, it turned incredibly quickly. But when you looked at it product by product, you realized that about 20% of the inventory, based on current sales volumes, would take over 150 years to sell. So not something our buyer wants to buy necessarily, because they're not going to monetize that investment anytime soon.
Wow.
And the seller wasn't even aware of that. Our buyer was able to renegotiate the purchase price and result in a $4 million purchase price reduction for them on that deal.
Get to know Plant Moran at plantmoran.com.
This is Dave Logan. You know, we all hope that we never need a personal injury lawyer. I know I do. But if you do, I would suggest you call Dan Kaplis. I've known Dan for more than 20 years. He's a smart, hardworking guy that you can trust. Dan Kaplis is the son of a police officer. He only takes on cases that he believes in, and then he's going to fight like crazy to win. Dan only takes on serious personal injury cases. You can reach Dan at 303-770-5551 or dankaplislaw.com. That's dankaplislaw.com.
Hey, it's Greg Hollenbach. Do you love hyper-local food and beverage? If the answer is yes, you'll want to tune in to Colorado's premier food and drink show Saturdays starting at 6 p.m. right here on KHOW. And don't forget, past shows can be heard on themoderneater.com.
The following is a paid advertisement. The opinions, viewpoints, and promises made during the following program are not those of KHOW, its staff, management, or parent company, iHeartMedia Incorporated.
How about a bite to eat?
It's time for the second course, hour number 2 of The Modern Eater.
What are you hungry for?
Here's to a meal we're all here for.
Delicious and tasty.
Now we're getting to the good stuff. With your hosts, Greg Hollenbach, Jay Parker, and Brian Freeman.
I know you love it. You better believe it. In the iHeart Studios tonight, we're just taking a breath, getting ready for you folks for the summer dinner series. That's right, Rich. Rich, you take that deep breath. Greg Hollenbach, Jay Parker, Brian Freeman, Little Rich Snyder, and Gigi's hanging out with us in the iHeart Studios. This is so cool. We're just recapping Road Trip 2019, but I have to tell you, the 4th of July, I hate trying to figure out something fun to do on the 4th of July. We built it for you. If you build it, they will come, and they're coming, man. You got to get your tickets now. Go to the Modern Eater Facebook page, click on events. It's the barbecue, the Butcher and the Barbecuer, Jason Nauer and Jeff Jabot. We've got a night of just hyper-local community, butcher demonstration. We'll be rolling smoke, showing grilling demonstrations. You'll see a big tent out front there. I hope that you join us because when the sun goes down, grab a stick of juicy fruit. It's all over with. You're gonna see the best fireworks display from Mile High Stadium. The smoke will be right close to it. That's how close we are to Mile High Stadium. It's going to be a great night. Service industry people, you're not going to be paying $80. Even the $80 is a steal for an all-inclusive dinner like this, but $50 because we love you, and that's what this is all about, the modern eater. So join us, huh, Rich?
The culinary fireworks are going to be off the hook.
The lineup after that, we've got the Hot Shot Showdown, Chef Preston Phillips and Chito Arreola. They will be doing week 2. Week 3 will be the Dessert Doctor, Keegan Gerhardt. Week 4 will be the Fairy Godmother. And a lot of people are looking forward to seeing the Fairy Godmother cook because she's really going to be an educational dinner. After that, we have, here's another great lineup. This one's almost sold out. If you want a ticket to Biker Jim's dinner, no dogs allowed. He's not going to be cooking hot dogs. He's going to be doing Biker Jim style. And he can cook.
Yeah, Jim can. He's awesome.
A part of the Denver Five, and Lee Sullivan, she said, "You will lease him out to you for a night."
Yeah, no, he's off the hook.
And also no real dogs either.
No real dogs either.
Well, unfortunately.
Cats?
Don't bring your dog.
El gato?
The week after that, after Biker Jim, we're going into a really cool one. And Chef Brother Luck, that one I think has like 4 tickets left. 4 tickets to Brother Luck's dinner. He never disappoints. One of the most talented, giving mentor chefs you'll ever come across. Just to be in the same room with Brother Luck, nonetheless, just rub elbows with him.
Well, he's a nice guy.
He's
just a genuinely nice guy.
And his talent is off the hook. So Brother Luck's dinner. And then we get into really the meat of why we do this in the Colorado Chefs Association apprenticeship program. 100% of the proceeds for that dinner will go to The Apprentice, the Colorado Chefs Association. They mean so much to us in continuing education, furthering the culinary industry, and especially right here in Colorado. That's what it's all about. So we look forward to having all of those Colorado Chefs Association chefs join us for a dinner of just fun community education. And Gigi's looking forward to that one. She's fallen in love with the Colorado Chefs Association as well. And as Joan Brewster was the executive director last year, this year it is Colleen Ferreira. And what a great start they're off to in the first couple of quarters for the new era of the Colorado Chefs Association. And then rounding it off, he's going to burn down the house, Justin Brunson. I was wondering when I put that out there, I did a double take. Hey, should I have called that Burning Down the House with Justin Brunson? Because he plays with a lot of fire, right? But I think that Masterpiece Kitchen in Lowry burnt down. I think that's what happened with that restaurant. There was a kitchen fire. I don't know, but Justin, no link to that. Justin's dinner is going to be so much fun. My mom was just at Old Major eating with Justin tonight. I hope she enjoyed that. So we're going to continue talking about our road trip. I'm going to just get him on the air right here. He's been listening for like a segment and a half. And Zach,
is this Colorado Mills?
Zach Kreider in Colorado Mills joining the show with us right now. Hey, Zach.
Hey, gentlemen. How are you?
We're doing great. Patrick on Facebook, Patrick Craghill. Sounds like some great chefs for the summer dinner series. Patrick, it really is, man. I hope you can join us for a couple of those dinners. And I think you'll really enjoy the products that we sourced in our road trip 2019. Zach, somehow you were brave enough to go along with us to the
I limited myself to just a couple of days. I wanted to survive, so I didn't go the full thing.
You did, but you were a trooper, man. I mean, we did have a couple of places to stay. So along the way, we were locked and loaded, and thank you very much to Mike Caraba, I think that's his name, who lent us his big Bumblebee. I call it Mellow Yellow. Jay calls it the Bumblebee. What do you call it, Brian?
I call it your ticket to some solar panels.
That's right.
Reach out to Mike on because Jay's getting solar panels.
I'm going to get solar.
Yeah, that's what he does. So that was we just see the community reach out, and if they have something that we need, they offer it to us, and so it was very nice to be able to have a trailer to pull. We did sleep in it a few nights, but along the way, you're not chewing ice on the show, are you, Brian?
No, can you hear me?
Why would you do that? Why didn't you want some ice? Why not? Live show. Zach, so you joined us after we're at a Gray Wolf Resort. This is day 2, and I can't believe we spent an hour. We just barely got out of Colorado Springs. We're at Gray Wolf Resort, the new home of Rocky Mountain Organic Farms. Now, Blake DeHuff and Nathan Rockwood, we showed up there. Now, here's the thing. On the ride up to Victor, Colorado, right, near Cripple Creek.
Snowing.
Here's what we went.
Yeah, sorry.
Yep. Okay, next. Now, here's what we went on the way up. Rich, we went through sunshine. We went through rain. We went through hail. We went through sleet. We went through snow.
So a typical Colorado day.
In about 30 to 45 minutes, that all took place.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, I would even say shorter period than that. It was like 20 minutes. It was from
Mother Nature's going through acting classes this year.
So
it's
we
going
were
all over the place.
We were really behind, but it seemed like, that was kind of a delay that was meant to happen for us because we would have been caught right in the middle of that, and I wouldn't have wanted any of that hail damage on your truck there, Brian.
Thanks.
So it was almost like that was meant to delay us. But when we showed up, the whole family's there. People are hanging out. They're cooking. They're waiting for us. It was like people are waiting for us.
Oh, it was insane. I mean, multiple families. We get to this place, Little Rich, and there was a good 20 people waiting, having a good day around. This is going to be the Modern Eater at the ranch, at the Gray Wolf Ranch Day. It was cool.
They rolled out the red carpet. Not that I have to stay in the best room, but this time I did. Stayed in a great room. It was when they say resort, they had a cabin down below. They had a nice resort house.
There was a cost to the best room, though. You had to take a bath with another man.
No, but I did have a man draw my bath, which was really interesting.
A little eccentric there.
Jay, you have something
and
to say
they were just trying to be sweethearts.
No, I mean, not really. I mean,
but the dude that did. So these guys were so nice.
Was it Mr. Bubble?
They were so nice, and they just wanted to be so accommodating that they had this beautiful jacuzzi spa bath, which it couldn't have been at a better time. I relaxed. I got into this luxurious bed, just prime accommodations. You can do this. You can go to Gray Wolf Resorts on Facebook, learn more information. You can go. And what they're setting up as far as a farm, the Facebook page, The Modern Eater, check out Gray Wolf Resort. You'll be able to see all of it yourself. We were forced into playing a game like Beards and Babies.
No,
or something.
Bears and Babies.
Bears and Babies. It was the most bizarre game you've ever seen in your life.
Card game.
But we're playing it. We're into it. We're building these monsters or something.
It was a little bit tough for Daniel because he taught us a game, and someone ended up winning besides him.
Well, here's the thing, and I hope that he's not listening because I never ever want to play that game ever again with anybody. But I will say this, Greg, about Gray Wolf Resort is when they're finally dialed in and set up, and this is going to be something very special for people to do. I mean, we just got 10% of what it's going to be, and we were blown away. So keep your eyes.
Now,
open.
is this off the beaten path? Like, do you need Brian's truck? Or could you go in
There's
a sports car, for example?
I don't think
you definitely could go in a sports car.
There's a little dirt road to it.
Okay.
And nothing I'd take the Rocket on.
Your Kia, if you have a Kia, it'll get you there.
I guess I guess it would. You wouldn't want to go there, Rich, in the Caddy, but I guess to be quite honest, if you were just in an automobile, you wouldn't have to take a truck back there.
Yeah.
You could get back there. Yeah.
Dry roads. You'd be fine.
I mean, now remember, we saw, that was for me super interesting because being in the ag industry, I'm really into weather, our climate.
Mm-hmm.
And for me, we went on this trip a year before this, and there were fires all the way around the state.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, and if you go back and look at our 2018 road trip footage,
180.
I mean, we were within 200 yards, Rich, at one point, and Greg, of this fire. Remember down in Durango? It was totally opposite.
And
this
the
year
whole
was water.
The
all
whole
the way
state
around.
was hot and dry.
Yep.
This year it was cool and damp.
And every farmer was telling us we're about a week or 2 weeks behind.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I mean, all the way around. But they weren't complaining because the reality is they were getting more water than they've gotten in a long time.
So moving Rocky Mountain Organic Farms to Gray Wolf Resort, that's a huge undertaking. They're moving all of their animals up there. Blake DeHuff is a very innovative farmer rancher, and just working with that untouched land. Even you commented on the soil that they had there, Brian.
Yeah.
Just virgin soil.
Virgin. And down by they had this stream that ran through the property that it was the richest soil any farmer would love. You know what Blake is doing, I'll tell you, you want to get down to Gray Wolf. When they are finished dialing that place in, they already have cabins, they have, the main lodge. This place is going to be one of those sort of agro-tourism resorts that is not going to want to be missed.
Time flies when you're having fun. We're already on a break. We have Zach Kreider. I'm going to put Zach back on hold. We'll grab him in the next break because that's when we start heading into the Lamar, Colorado area out of there. So the next day, Tuesday morning, it was quite a trek from Victor, Colorado into Lamar, Colorado. What was that, about 4 hours?
Yeah, actually it was.
About 4 hours.
About 4 hours.
We were on schedule, on time. We got out of there. We did a nice tour of Gray Wolf, which I think you can see on the Modern Eater Facebook page. But headed off to Lamar, Colorado. That's where our journeys will continue next, right here on the Modern Eater Show.
Choose your path through Cyberland.
Don't forget to check us out on Instagram and Facebook for all the fun photos and videos. Just search The Modern Eater or check out the website, themoderneater.com.
Don't put up with bathing in a grungy, mildew-filled bathtub any longer. Your dream shower awaits with a beautiful new shower system from Kohler by Dream Style Remodeling. Let us bring you the perfect shower system and transform your bathroom. For a limited time only, save $1,000 off a complete Kohler shower system with 12 months, no money down, no payments, and no interest. As America's most trusted name in bathing, Kohler has been innovating bathrooms since 1883. With professional installation from Dream Style Remodeling and superior material by Kohler, you can count on your new shower to be beautiful, durable, and premium quality. Save $1,000 off a complete Kohler shower system by Dream Style Remodeling with 12 months, no money down, no payments, and no interest. Call 720-409-3511 to schedule your in-home consultation or visit DreamStyleShowers.com. That's 720-409-3511.
Hey, it's Chef Elon Wenzel, owner of Element Knife Company. If you cook, then you'll know the importance of a quality knife and proper care. My training in Japan exposed me to exceptional cutlery. That's why I am so excited to offer you the knives I fell in love with. Element Knife Company is chef-driven, and my goal is to support and educate. Get at me for a knife clinic or conversation. Find me at elementknife.com or by simply calling 303-460-4628. For the best knives in your kitchen, think Element Knife Company.
If you've got a business and need a website or need a graphic designer, F. Johnson Design does it all. Take the headache out of trying to build your own website or design graphics. Who has time for that? F. Johnson Design will get you up and running with a professional and great-looking website. Design sharp graphics to your specifications and have your site up faster than you think. Logo, package design, SEO coding, and more. F. Johnson Design did the Modern Eater's website. Go to themoderneater.com to check out some of their work. Reach out to F. Johnson Design at fjohnsondesign.com.
Summer is upon us, and it's about time. I'm Charlie Gottenkenny, brewmaster at Brews Beers. At Brews, badass Belgian-style beers are our thing, and we're welcoming summer with a big selection of warm-weather beers. Session-strength beers that you can kick back and relax with. Fruit beers, fresh and vibrant. Plus wild beers, sour beers, and all the classics. Doubles, triples, quads, and wit beers. Brews Beers is at 67th and Pecos in Midtown. We have food trucks daily, a big spacious patio voted one of Denver's best, and we're very dog-friendly. Mark your calendar, our 3rd anniversary bash with live bands, tasty food, and of course great beers is Saturday, July 20th. Check it out on social media or go to our website, brewsbeers.com. That's Brews Beers, B-R-U-Z, at 1675 West 67th Avenue, just 10 minutes north of downtown. Denver's home for badass Belgian-style beers. Hi, I'm Charlie Gottenkenny. We all love Belgian beer. Brewmaster at Brews Beers. What the fuck's wrong with you? You're listening to The Modern Eater Show on iHeartRadio.
Listen to those pipes that Charlie Gotten Kenny has, man. Just a voice for radio.
Golden voice.
He's got a great voice. Greg Hollenbach, Jay Parker, Brian Freeman, Little Rich Snyder, Gigi hanging out with us tonight in the iHeart Studios, getting back to our roots, just taking a deep breath before the Summer Dinner Series starts. You can get your tickets. Go to the Facebook page, the Modern Eater Facebook page, click events, and choose which one you want. But I have to tell you, these tickets are going fast, and we'd love to see you, especially on the 4th of July, to kick off this series with fireworks, barbecue, beer, spirits, education, community, the whole 9 yards. If your service industry, only $50 for you. And we want you to join us. Back with Zach Kreider on the phone here, because this is when we take off out of Victor, Colorado, and now we have a 4-hour drive into Lamar, Colorado. So it's just right on the way, basically.
Just right around the corner.
Right there, a little thing.
just right there.
A day's detour.
Zach, I got to tell you something, man. As far as this, so Zach Kreider, Colorado Mills Sunflower Products, and Rick Robbins, who's not on the line with us, but just a heck of a guy who's so supportive of the Modern Eater Show. I'll tell you what. When you go into Lamar, Colorado, I don't know if it's that these people have nothing to do or if they just love what we do, but it was so well received. I think everybody knows everybody. They're so happy to just be highlighted, to be acknowledged, to be recognized. And you know what? Coincidence? There's some good stuff going on in Lamar.
You know, Greg, that's it. You know, there's Colorado along I-25, and then there's a lot of Colorado to the east. And there's some cool things going on out in southeast Colorado.
So first stop was the Tri-County Farms and Doug Euland. I love this guy. He let us drive a combine last year during sunflower harvest. He brings us in. And here's another place. We show up at Tri-County, this big piece of property just outside. It's not Eaton. It's help me.
Eads. Yes,
Eads, Colorado. They had the whole family there waiting, and you saw literally, was it four generations?
Yeah, 4 there. Yeah, you saw 4 at that shed. That was awesome.
4 generations of Eulands and this farm, and then here it is. Doug Euland jumps in the back of the truck with us. We have somebody drive it. We take off. We head to some farming land, sit down and just talk. I think there's probably close to 3,000 organic views of just people that are like, I got to see that. I got to share that. We have to talk about it. The Lamar Chamber of Commerce contacted us, thanked us for what we did down there in Lamar. It was just such a pleasure. I mean, great families, great things that they're doing, all in the family type of stuff. But I mean, what a really cool component to have the Eulands, and as they grow, one of the farms that contributes to the sunflowers for Colorado Mills Sunflower Products. But can't say, anything.
Guys, would it be fair to say that is the entrance to the heartland of America? Because you're right going east. I mean, and that's heartland of America is normally considered Kansas, Missouri kind of area. But I'll tell you, eastern Colorado, those people out there were so down to earth. And one of the things that, I'd like to bring up around that is listening to Doug Euland talk about how he would feel secure about future generations at his farm. I don't know if you remember that comment, Greg, but it was something that stuck with me because we were having a conversation around the reservoir and around the fact that, we have a lot of good water this year. And he said to us I wish they would just fill this reservoir because then I would feel good about my kids' generation and the generation after that. If I knew that reservoir was full, we'd go 2 more generations out. And that was really interesting to me because, that shows the mentality. You go to a city kid and they talk about the fact if the internet's not working, what they're concerned about. But you're out here in the heartland of America and they're talking about, listen, it's water. Yeah. And if you put water in that reservoir, then I feel good. And I know that my legacy is going to carry on.
And those are the things that are, Brian, you hit it really spot on. And as we jumped out of there and we were heading in for a tour of Colorado Mills, I'm with Zach. And you want to hear a conversation? I'm gonna mimic a conversation Zach was having with his wife in the car. Yeah, heading into a white cell right now. And I think, did you get hail there? No, we're down by the gas station right now. Got a little bit of rain there. What's it look like over there? Oh, yeah, it's coming through here, but hopefully it'll stay a little bit to the east. If it stays to the east, I think we'll be just fine. We'll dodge this one. But no, man, I can't remember the last time there was this much rain. Oh, well, we're actually going into a red cell now. Is it raining there right now? Yeah, we're getting rain. Well, watch out for that. Now, do you need to take duck and cover underneath the inside the gas station and get underneath the pumps? No, I think I'm fine right now. Okay, well, be careful about that because I just drove through the. It's like all weather based. You know what I mean, Zach?
You know, it really is, guys. You know, we pray for rain out east. You know, we are in a very dry, arid, desert-like, part of the region. And we pray for rain, but we it's scary. We want the rain, but we don't want the hail. You know,
I know a term that I learned from Doug Euland, which I learned and I used a couple of times along the road trip, and no other farmer had heard it.
Yeah,
it called the white combine, and that's when the hail comes in and just demolishes your crops, which is a killer.
Yeah.
You
get that a couple years in a row, and it can ruin an entire farm. It can. The devastation of that white combine, that hail. Yeah, we want the water, but we don't want the hail, and it can be severe for us out there.
It
can set us back.
We got a great tour of Colorado Mills Sunflower Products, which we love to tour that facility and so many things going on, just how that operation works, and it's kind of the equipment. It's how do you explain it? It's like high tech meets industrial. These big old machines with these parts that are just crushing, that very impressive, but it's all streamlined, and the precision that you can make the sunflower oil with, and testing the parts per millions for it's like I need to go back many times, listen to these interviews, because every time I rewatch it, I learn something different.
Well, and
more.
think about what they replaced, Greg, while we were there. They were in the process, and I just saw some great pictures on the Colorado Mills Facebook page around. They were replacing, Zach, how old was that machine that you guys had in there that you just replaced?
So that was a 45-year-old piece of equipment that we had to replace. Basically, that was what squeezed the oil out of the seed. And it's not cheap. It's not a small operation. It's the largest operation in the country, and we probably think it's one of the largest in the world doing what we're doing. And for us to be able to get consistency to the chefs and to Raquelitas, to the manufacturers.
We saw Rich's order.
Yeah.
We saw Brian's order.
Yeah, you got to streamline it, and you got to be consistent with high-tech equipment that, like Greg said, meets industrial equipment. High-tech, NASA versus just brute force.
Yeah, wow. Because it all started out with that brute force, right? And then you have to be able to integrate and quality and just the operation is so cool. I don't know if you do tours for other folks, but really worthwhile if you're in Lamar, Colorado. Just call Zach's cell phone. Actually, you can probably find him on Facebook or Instagram. Well, that's where Zach got crazy. So we head out of Colorado Mills, and so the skies are filling. They're swelling up with water, and boy, if they didn't start dumping. And we're Rick Robbins, Zach's father-in-law, said, "Okay, you guys can stay down with us at his house," which was very close to Colorado Mills. And it starts raining and raining and raining. We all go to the car wash port, which is right by Rick's house, park a couple cars, get into one car, take one car over so nobody gets hail damage. Just real down home community type stuff. Get into Rick's house, dinner, there it is, dinner waiting for us again. This time, most people are like, "Oh yeah, come in. We want to take a shower, this, that, everything else." Rick's like, "Yeah, well, you're gonna be sleeping outside right there. Park your trailer over there. Jay, where are you gonna sleep? Oh, okay, you need someplace to sleep. The garage is wide open."
Well, but I was a little jealous. Jay got to sleep next to that Mach 1, a 1972
Yeah, he's got a really slick,
beautiful Mustang there.
in there. I'll tell you this, Greg let me borrow this mattress top to sleep on during the trip somewhere, and it's real thick, and it's big and everything, and so I was kind of excited.
Doubled it up.
I was excited to sleep on the ground because I got to utilize this big mattress top thing, and I folded it over so that it's double the thickness, right down to that concrete, baby. Very misleading, that pillow top. Now you know why they're designed to go onto beds.
Yeah. So we're up bright and early. Coffee's made. Rick had some leftovers from the night before that he made a nice casserole with for the morning. That was great. We got up out of there and on time. I think we're making good time. This is when Zach gets in with us. So Zach's along with us now. Let me take a break. We'll come back. We'll finish our adventures. Coming up next, we're going to talk about we're going to head into Sangres Best, I think, and Westcliff, Colorado, and then we head into Salida, Colorado,
next, yeah.
which was cool. We did a show and keep in mind, we're doing shows everywhere along the way.
Yeah,
we are
every
doing
stop,
interviews,
we're doing a show.
but then we're doing a nightly show.
Yep.
As well. So we're setting up and we're doing a nightly show. A lot of cool ground to cover. We're kind of just heading out of Lamar, Colorado, up into Westcliff, back into the mountains. It gets really, really intense from here. Stick around. You'll hear the rest right here on the Modern Eater Show.
Choose your path through Cyberland.
Don't forget to check us out on Instagram and Facebook for all the fun photos and videos. Just search The Modern Eater or check out the website, themoderneater.com.
At Indeed, we understand that when it comes to hiring, it's important to have a large talent pool to choose from. But sometimes too many good options can be overwhelming. That's why Indeed doesn't just give you access to a large pool of job seekers. We also offer screener tools that let you instantly narrow down your search. Hone in on hiring with Indeed. Experience Indeed for yourself today and get a free sponsored job upgrade on your first posting at Indeed.com/promo. Terms and conditions apply.
At CDW, we get that in business, the only certainty is uncertainty.
I agree. Or do I? I do, I think.
Well, an APC micro data center solution implemented by the experts at CDW provides certainty that your infrastructure will deliver the performance and support your business needs. So you're ready for anything.
I'm somewhat, maybe reasonably confident. That sounds great.
IT orchestration by CDW. People who get it. Find out more at cdw.com/APC.
I will, probably.
Hey everyone, it's Colleen Ferreira with the Colorado Chefs Association. Are you ready to put your passion to work? Well, we train the future chefs of Colorado, and we want you to join us. The Colorado Chefs Association is recruiting for our fall semester right now. Join our American Culinary Federation accredited cooking program, work in a professional kitchen, and get paid all while earning your sous chef certification. Email me at colleen@acfcoloradochefs.org. I'd love to hear from you. Join our excitement and explore a new future.
Hey guys, it's Carly Smith, the Fairy Godmother here. Don't get too excited. Live from Studio Kitchen, Colorado. I love your guts. You're listening to the Modern Eater Show on iHeartRadio. Let's go make some bone broth.
There she is, the Fairy Godmother, Carly Smith. She's doing a delicious dinner at the end of this month. And Carly Smith, that will be a very educational, fun dinner with Carly Smith, the Fairy Godmother.
I think she's gonna raise the bar. I think she's gonna throw a curveball to everyone who goes to that dinner, because I think her food is going to be at another level that
Well,
we're not expecting.
think about the farm she's working with Field to Fork Farm. I
Jess
mean,
and Scott,
yikes,
yeah.
that stuff is just too good. Something happened to Zach Kreider.
Zach, he had to leave.
He had to go?
He just texted me and said, I got to go, you guys.
Okay.
He said he's playing dad.
He's playing dad, juggling dad duties. Into Westcliff, Colorado. We wanted to see a lot there. And again, you guys have to remember, as we're on Road Trip 2019, we're trying to keep a schedule, but you want to be able to stay with people as long as you can. You want to be able to do a good job. You want to be able to get as many interviews and see as much stuff as you can. And truly, the days just weren't long enough, guys.
Well, I think we could have spent an entire month doing it. Really? I mean,
could have, but I don't know if it was tough. I mean, Jay, you're still sore.
Do a month. Are you insane? That week almost killed me physically and mentally. I am still sore.
Okay, so you spend a week per state 50 states.
No, Rich, shut your mouth. That's a year. But that,
Get a big motorhome.
I'll tell you what, if John Madden can do it, so can
Well,
we.
but I would tell you that, this is prime. I mean, we should be on the Food Network or the Travel Channel because, quite honestly, the information we were sharing with people over that trip is better than most of the stuff I'm seeing on prime time, folks.
Look at themoderneater.com. Mark Whistler joins. Hey, Mark, we love you, dude. We'll be seeing you soon. Ryan Evans is on hold. Wait until you hear the story about Ryan Evans along this road trip. Elon Wenzel, best oil to cook with, so clean, no burning, minimal absorption. He's talking about Colorado Mills sunflower oil. I kind of like being in studio. Guys, we may never go back to the kitchen except for the summer dinner series. I'm just kidding. But here we are in the iHeart studios tonight, just getting back to our roots. It really is humbling to see what a year can bring in. I can't wait, guys, to see next year this time where we're going to be at. In the meantime and in between time, in Westcliff, Colorado, we've met a really interesting lady. Her name was Elin, E-L-I-N, and a rancher. Boy, she was a cowgirl, right?
Yeah, she was born and raised doing it. I mean, it was cool. I actually had a good talk with her this week after we came back, too, as well.
Sangre's best.
Yep. Good people.
Did I say it right?
Sangre's best.
I actually did.
Sangre's best.
Boy, it took me so long. I was like, Sangreas. I don't know why I was so, but Sangre's best. Elin gave us a tour of the property, and it started raining a little bit. Jay had a trash bag on in the back of the truck, getting all.
Was that a trash bag or a parachute?
It was a trash bag or a parachute.
No, yeah, it was a trash bag.
Balloon boy.
I brought from Studio Kitchen, Colorado. I brought a whole sleeve.
Check out that video. I think you'll like it. Sangre's best, Westcliff, Colorado. So much fun. We head through there. We wanted to see an Amish egg farmer. We were unable to do that. We'll catch him next year. He's just
there was a couple. We missed one of our trout guys too.
Yeah, we did.
But I got to give, let me pause for just 1 second because I'd really love to give some huge props to Jay Parker. I got to tell you.
Don't do that.
No, brother, you need it because the reality is through hail, sleet, sun, snow, everything. You are a champ.
Hey, you want to guess what video I didn't load into my thing over here?
What's that?
The one of Sangre's best. Yeah.
Oh, into this?
Yeah, and so I'd be playing it right now, and I'm not, and I apologize.
You
but
have
that's
to look
just a
at me.
call to action to
But no, you're right.
Go to the Facebook
Jay, you
page
did a
and
great
watch
job jumping around on top of the game. We tried to set you up with every capability in the world this year. Last year, we took off with a couple of
Should've got me
wires.
some new knees.
How many pounds of equipment?
Think about these network
There's a lot of
guys.
stuff.
You've got a sound man, you've got a cameraman, you've got a lighting man, you've got like 10 different guys, and then you've got an editor.
I did.
We've got all that wrapped up into.
I do all
Jay,
those jobs just below average. You know? So
Get
you
outta
roll all those
here.
together, and you got yourself
The videos,
dude.
Jay. I'll tell you where you have evolved. Because remember, I've been with you guys for a couple years. This is our second year doing that. Remember when we were tripping over chords?
Oh yeah.
I mean, it was talk
I
about
know Jay put together an amazing package.
Yeah.
Got us out on the road. He masterminded the whole thing.
I sat down and I thought, what do I need to make my job as easy as can be? I asked Greg. He's like, listen, man, I don't have time for it right now.
So he took
just
care of it.
focus on it, So me and Google,
I love it.
and we matched it up.
We're rushing into Salida, Colorado at this point in time, and it's getting late. Everybody's getting tired. And trust us, it wasn't all just laughing and scratching and everything. Things get a little on edge.
Oh,
there.
there was a lot of scratching.
I'm always pushing the envelope better and better. So we're in Salida, Colorado. I'm like, okay, we're going to do a show, right? I mean, that's what it should be. Jay's got to set up in the dining room, right? Around a couple of cameras. I'm like, bro, we need to be out in the pasture with the llamas, bro. Come on, let's get.
Alpacas.
So then he starts pouting, how do you want it? How should it be set up? What do you want to do? This isn't going to work. You really want to drag a bench in there?
First of all, I never said anything about it not going to work. I just said
you didn't want to do
it. And I'll admit
you got a little lazy.
Hey, listen,
you got lazy. Say you got lazy.
I didn't want to go on the trip because I wanted to sit on my couch and watch TV. That's who I am. No, I didn't get lazy, but it was a terrible idea where I was going to set up for sure. But I never said it wouldn't work the other way.
Did you pout?
I just said.
Did you pout a few times along the way?
Well,
along the trip, we all did.
Yes.
We all did, trust me. You were
I-
involved in
pouting
that
is-
pouting party over there, Mr. Greg Hollenbach.
If pouting has thoughts of murder in it, then yes, I was pouting. You know.
So I was always pushing the best shots, the best location, the best and so here we are, sun's going down, over these, I think they're the Collegiate Mountains.
Collegiate Peaks.
The Collegiate Peaks in Salida, Colorado. Sun's going down. The llamas are released into the field.
Alpacas.
The alpacas. And what are the other ones called?
She had a couple llamas, but mainly alpacas.
What are the QVs by name? There's 3 breeds.
Oh, she had alpacas, llamas, and
It's a QV, but it stands for something. I don't even know what it is either.
But they all have
But 3
different
breeds.
faces. That's,
Yeah.
Folks, you got to look at these pictures on the Modern Eater website because all of these alpacas have different faces. I mean, it was like humans.
But what a cool scene you put together out there, Jay. That was a really...
I mean, I plugged it all in.
That's right.
Plugged it all in.
We were able to use our new light rings.
It was a great idea to do it out in the
sunset
with the alpaca.
And
is that what you're looking for?
No.
You're fishing for something. You're fishing for my sanity.
No, I'm not. So out of Salida, Colorado, the next morning we visited a gentleman before we took off, and before the grocery store. Brian, we'll get to that real quick. Ryan Evans, you're being patient as all get out. He just doesn't have anything to say about this yet. We get out of Salida. Well, no, we don't. We're in Salida, Colorado, and we visit a guy that is called Farm to Table, growing all of their produce for charity.
Yeah, 100% donation.
100% donation.
Yeah, that was super cool, man.
That was
I got to
cool.
tell you.
Got to talk to him, catch up with him. He'd been in the ag business for 30 years. So that was neat. And then we go visit a local Salida grocery store. And, you get these big guys like Natural Grocers moving into areas carrying similar products and that much more, kind of the small, big box places that kind of put the pinch on the. So Simple Foods. We visited David Kephart at
Yep,
Simple
exactly.
Foods. Did an interview with him, and boy, I'll tell you what, that's the heart of America.
Yeah, what a nice guy. We picked up some great deli sandwich, has a killer salad bar, and everything in there was local. I mean, it was like Greg, you and I think both agreed when we were walking around that store. Simple Food Salida would be the place I would shop.
Absolutely, every single day. And just knowing I was supporting somebody who's supporting other local purveyors. Got to go quickly, boys. We're heading down into Crestone, Colorado. We're heading to Tom McCracken's place. We get a text from Ryan Evans. Right here's where we'll bring him on. Ryan Evans, Brews Beers. I don't know. Ryan, where were you going?
How you guys doing tonight?
Good, man. Where were you heading to?
I had just finished up doing a collaboration brew with Irwin Brewing up in Steamboat Springs. So we were, up in Crested Butte, and we were working on a wildflower saison for their wildflower festival, and so we brewed that on Tuesday, and then I was heading home to Denver, and
you said, where are you boys at?
And so we're in Denver, and so I just left Crested Butte, and I was heading back to Denver, and I'm always listening to the show and following you on Facebook, and I see you guys are in the kind of the San Luis Valley area, and I said, man, I'll just spin over there and say hi to you guys, wish you luck on your trip, and that's where the mayhem started.
It was bizarre as hell. Like, we're in the middle of last places anybody you would ever
there was a
expect.
dispensary, and Ryan said, hey, you guys, I got a quick swing in here.
Right by the dispensary. No, man, he shows up in this beautiful BMW. I think it was a 2001 BMW convertible. What year was that?
Yeah, we've had that in the family since that year, actually. And so that was an 01 M3. I'm a big car guy, and I said, man, if I'm driving up to Crested Butte, I might as well have a fun car for the weekend. And so I grabbed that, and up I went. And
you said I need a hot chick to put in the passenger seat, and there Greg Hollenbach was.
Yeah, Greg
took my joke.
right on in. And said, I got this.
It was so cool. So we're sitting on the side of the road just shooting the breeze, and I look at Ryan and I go, you're not going home, right? He goes, well, what do you mean? I said, we're heading to Durango to meet with Dave Thibodeau, owner of Scott Brewing Company. He goes, yeah, is that right? You know what? That's my stomping grounds. I went to Fort Lewis College, and Durango's my spot. And I said, guess who's going to Durango with us? He goes, it's probably going to be me, isn't it? Yeah. I said, yeah. He's like, let the boss know.
I Instagrammed that text.
Really?
That he was sending to the boss. Yeah.
And she knows Ryan is like, okay, go have some fun. But we stole him for the night, headed down to Scott Brewing Company. What did you think of Dave Thibodeau?
Dave is just one of the best guys in the brewing industry, really. And what they've done down there in Durango is absolutely incredible. I mean, they've built an unbelievable brewery. They are a community staple down there. I mean, before I even could be old enough to drink beer, they were brewing it and selling it in Durango. And then I went down there for college and kind of fell in love with the style and the spunk that they bring to the industry. And so for a chance to tour with Dave and see his whole facility and have him join us for dinner at Eola's down there in downtown Durango was just amazing.
Admit it, you met your man crush.
Yeah, Dave and I get along just fine.
Have you guys spoken since?
No, we've texted a little bit back and forth, but no, it's fun always to talk with another brewery owner in the industry and here in Colorado, and of course he's got a lot more legs under him as far as veteran in the industry, and I'm pretty new, coming up on 3 years here next month. So,
I see a great friendship.
It was fun.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
Dave's committed to. We talked to him earlier in the show. He's coming along next year, Ryan. So I think we're going to get you for at least the Durango stretch. And Eola's, we had probably one of the best dinners that we've had in a long time along that route. And thank you guys for rolling out that red carpet for us as Jay Lum turned us on to a great chef and Chef Chris, right?
Yeah, Chris was doing some amazing stuff down there, and I mean the food scene in Durango is unbelievable, and for him to continue to raise the bar down there and bring that onto the scene and do what he did. I know you guys brought him some fresh microgreens and some meat to cook with, and he really did some amazing stuff for us that night.
Dave Thibodeau said, hey, get away from these guys, even though Jay Lum at the Lazy J Ranch, thank you so much. You want a cool ranch to stay at in Durango, just look him up on Airbnb, the Lazy J. Jay put us up in his Airbnb. Ryan was offered to go stay at Dave's house. He took him up on the offer, and before the dawn, you were out of there back into Denver, Colorado, right on schedule. It's like you didn't even miss a beat, but hopefully you had a good time with us.
No, it was great, and Dave and I had a few more drinks after dinner, and I think we saved the world and woke up, and it was much better that way.
Probably a collaboration beer that's going to be coming up, which would be really cool. Hey, Ryan, thanks for being game, man. We love you, dude.
Yeah, always good. Look forward to next year. Keep it up, guys.
Thanks, brother. There he is, Ryan Evans,
Ryan.
Brews Beers. And that's really what it's all about, just people networking, meeting, collaborating, learning from each other. And so, again, we had a dinner at Eola's. Thank you so much, Chef Chris. Chef Chris joined us the next day in Durango, Colorado. We talked about James Ranch earlier in the show with Dave Thibodeau. So we can probably go past James Ranch and then head right out of wait, we didn't even talk about Tom McCracken where we met.
Yeah,
so
we
quickly,
missed that.
Tom McCracken. This dude is farmer.
It's my man crush, really.
We talk all the time. Brian invented produce. Well, he was your mentor.
Yeah.
Still is, probably.
Still is. Totally.
And the land that he nurtures with all of his little tricks. And
that farm, trust me, if you geek out on farming and agriculture,
check that video out.
That's the place you want to live. He's off the grid. All of his
Yeah, you
water
always
is
say
coming
if
out.
it goes down, you're heading to Cleveland.
Yeah, if it hits the fan, I'm headed to McCracken's house, and I'm not going to tell you where it is because we'll have to shoot you when you get there.
Out of James Ranch, so in Durango, and we're heading on into the summer solstice party, and Montrose, Colorado first. Montrose, Colorado, but Big Bees. Wow, that's where my drone got destroyed by monsters and aliens. It couldn't have been user error. We're going to tell you that story coming up next on the Modern Eater Show.
Choose your path through Cyberland.
Don't forget to check us out on Instagram and Facebook for all the fun photos and videos. Just search The Modern Eater or check out the website, themoderneater.com.
Hi, this is Jeff, director of the Rocky Mountain Men's Clinic. Most men remember their first time. No, I don't mean that first time. I mean the first time their performance didn't live up to expectations, yours or your partner's. You probably both laughed it off, no big deal. But when it happens a second time, then a third, it's no laughing matter. It's a problem. The good news is there's a solution at the Rocky Mountain Men's Clinic. We specialize exclusively in men's sexual health. Our licensed providers at the Rocky Mountain Men's Clinic can help with erectile dysfunction, premature issues, and male hormone replacement therapy. Our prescription medications work when the pills or other methods fail, and they work for almost all medical conditions: diabetes, prostate cancer, and others. Treatments are personalized to fit your needs, and you get to see the treatment work right here in the office. So if you want to make the last time you failed to perform the last time this happens, call the Rocky Mountain Men's Clinic today at 720-440-7900. That's 720-440-7900. Or visit RockyMountainMen'sClinic.com.
Hey guys, Chris Johnson here, owner of Rome Sausage, your hyper-local source for all things sausage awesomeness. My family is proud to carry on the fine traditions of Rome's founder, Jerry Rome, by producing a variety of amazing sausage in small batches with an eye on quality, not quantity. Every batch is made here in the great state of Colorado by hand mixing spices, utilizing lean cuts of pork to make an outstanding product. Sourcing ingredients and materials locally, we are committed to supporting local vendors, chefs, restaurants, and the entire Colorado food scene. Getting hungry yet? Brats, Italian, breakfast, hot Polish, green chili, chicken apple, and the world's best chorizo. You can source all of our sausage through a variety of food service distributors. If your distributor doesn't carry it, call us. We'll come direct. You want a custom item? We'll do that too. Samples, and of course, sausage jokes, can be had by contacting me directly at chris@romesausage.com or by phone at 303-296-7663. The modern eater loves Rome sausage, and I know you will too.
All right, lots of ground to cover, and we'll be back to the show momentarily. But Jeff Rourke and A-Plus Beverage Solutions, you hear us talk about him every week. I don't even know if I need to tell you what he does, but he installs the best tap lines around. He's making sure that the craft beer that you tastes just like the brewer intended it to taste once it comes out of the tap. There's no nonsense. He's going to make sure your glycol lines are right on spot, that the temperature is fantastic. When you go into restaurants and bars and they're pouring foamy beer, there's a lot of variables, but it usually starts with your tap system. You need an A-plus report card, and it's as easy as a phone call away. Pouring inefficient beer never, ever benefits you, because if you're pouring inefficient beer, what are you doing, boys?
You're pouring your money down the drain.
You are pouring your money down the drain. It's just a phone call away with Jeff Rourke and A-Plus Beverage Solutions. 720-272-3809. One more time. Talk to Jeff today, actually. I called this number. You should too. 720-272-3809. He's the best in the business for all of your tap line needs. It's A-Plus Beverage Solutions.
Now it's time for the Modern Eaters Booze in the News segment.
I like my beer cold, my meat grilled, and my entertainment explosive.
All we need is a chair and a cooler beer.
Here's your booze news.
All right, we got to cook, because we do want to check in with Andrew Moore, who we just looked up when we were in the studio, and there he was on Channel 9. Pouring some delicious Intrepid Sojourner Beer Project beer. But we got to cook through a couple of more things here. And like I said, we got out of Durango, Colorado, saw James Ranch, into Montrose. Montrose was so cool. SRA, South River Aquaponics, going through those facilities. And we go back and forth. We have farmers that are traditional soil, dirt, earth farmers. And then we have folks that are on the technology side. And so we're weeding through all of these
But
things.
either side you're on that argument,
yeah.
You know what? They're growing the mushrooms. So the mushrooms are grown in the media that they're grown in every farm.
South River Aquaponics.
Their mushrooms are awesome.
Check out this facility, and you'll have an opportunity to have some of these South River Aquaponics mushrooms at Summer Dinner Series, dinner, Facebook page, events, Summer Dinner Series. Get your tickets. We also stopped another place along the way. Somebody reached out and said, you've got to stop by Storm King Distillery and Delicious Food Truck. The Delicious Food Truck was parked right outside of Storm King. This guy, Andres, great chef, set up. He was a Napa Valley chef. This guy
No. I think his name was Daniel, wasn't it? Delicious?
Who's Andres?
Delicious Daniel.
Daniel. Yeah, Andres was Colorado Springs.
Gotcha.
Sorry,
Daniel. No, thank you for the correction because I wouldn't want to mix those two guys up.
He was that food, and who called us? It was a Whiskey Sisters.
It was. They said you got to go check it out, and with a new distillery in Storm King, Jay's showing pictures right now on the Modern Eater Facebook page.
Wasn't that food tasty? What did you like the best?
Yes, into Palisade, Colorado, or Paonia, Colorado, and Hotchkiss. Big B's, Jeff Schwartz. Here's another guy. It's a Jersey guy, right? But he's totally committed to Colorado, that community, that area. We just got to shoot the breeze with him. We sat there in the apple orchards. He's got a U-Picket area.
Had a very real interview with them.
We did. And we got to talk about the real things that happens in rural Colorado economy, what happens when it booms, what happens when things take off property value, but the jobs and the money. Yeah, absolutely. It was an interesting conversation. Again, all of these videos on the Modern Eater Facebook page. We head out of we did a great summer solstice party. Next year, we're going to add some more to that.
And Berg Harvest, we lost your drone.
Oh, yeah. So just quickly with the drone.
Oh, yeah. I haven't heard the story
It was a
on this
maiden
yet.
voyage. Brian's tested it out. Somehow he synced it up and got it to work just a little bit. He brought it up in the air, crashed off the deck, just small, like 2 feet
Enough
up.
to tickle Greg.
Yeah, where it's like, dude, get off my drone. You know?
That's my Christmas present.
So I'm like, I'm going to go in the field and make sure that
that was a back off.
Okay.
Back off. Yeah.
I'm going to go in the field and I'm going to put it up in the air and just see how high it got high up in the air. It was good. It felt good.
And I started
Brian.
saying, Greg, it's going. It's
started
going to go over the
drifting towards
highway.
the highway.
It's gonna
and
go
I'm
over the
panicking, but I'm just pushing forward and I'm trying to turn it around and go back. Goes right into the trees over the highway, Richie.
Oh.
I sit out there in the and on the highway. Brian's like, "You're going to get killed out here for a drone."
I wouldn't do it. I'm like, $40, man. I'm not getting on the highway.
Yeah, so that was the first and last voyage of the drone. And so that was terrible. Headed out of there, and again, we're going quick. We wish we could give you all
We
of
hit
this.
Berg Harvest, but then on our way into
Palisade.
Hotchkiss. Palisade.
And in Palisade, we got to meet with Black Bear Farms and
Brian Cox.
Eat some cherries out of that orchard. And then we met at Field to Fork Farm. Please watch the video at Field to Fork Farm. Scott and Jessica, the fairy gut mother. You get a tour of that farm. These people will teach you something. To the phones. Andrew, why were you on TV? Andrew Morse, Intrepid Sojourner Beer Project.
Yeah, hey, we were just letting people know about all the great beer at Intrepid Sojourner, talking about culinary-inspired beer.
Far out, man. You had all kinds of delicious stuff. The Pear Saison?
Yep, Pear Saison was there, Basil IPA, Turkish Coffee Stout. Yeah, all there.
Delicious.
Was it fun?
It was a lot of fun, yeah.
It was good.
Great to be on. It's great to let people know
Is that video up yet so people can watch it?
I don't have it yet, but I'll let you know as soon as it's up.
As soon as you get it, please give it to us. Rome Sausage, Chris Johnson saying, "Sup, fellas? What's up, Chris? We'll talk to you real soon." Andrew, we're going to get that video. We're going to put that up on the Modern Eater Facebook page. People need to see that, but we wanted to check in with you on the show. Did you hear some of our shenanigans from the road trip?
Yeah, it sounds like you guys had quite the time.
We did have quite the time. Beercraft, he's the host, along with Jeff Tyler on Mondays. You'll be able to get that on Monday. Thank you, everybody. We'll see you next week. And Summer Dinner Series coming right at you. Check it out on our Facebook.
This is Denver's talk station, 630 KHOW.
An iHeart radio station.
With Ross Kaminsky mornings, Dan Kaplis afternoons at 4. KHOW, Denver.